my community, Black women, we run shit. We run shit, right? And that can be incredibly intimidating.
Why you gotta do? Why do you gotta go to? We're intimidated. Y'all are too intimidated to be with us. That is come on.
Yes, that is a thing.
Go ahead.
That is absolutely a thing.
Go ahead.
We are the most educated demographic. We run businesses at the highest rate. We are starting businesses at the highest rate. We are running our households.
Why are you lonely?
Because Black men sometimes can be intimidated by the success of a career-driven Black woman.
So you're saying we're scared?
That's precisely what I'm saying.
You're saying Black men are scared?
Yeah.
To be with Black women who are successful.
When you have actually experienced dating somebody who is legitimately jealous of you, then I think that you have the standing to say that that exists.
I can't pick for you.
As a man who has celebrated Black women his entire life, who is married to a very successful Black woman, why does it always have to be that Black men are scared, or they're upset, or they're doing something, or they're intimidated? Stop blaming Black men. Just like we don't blame Black women. Stop blaming Black men.
When you point a finger, it's four of them pointing back at you. Over the last few days, I've heard a lot of Black women make posts about the literacy rate of Black men and the fact that they don't value going to college. And it's starting to sound very emasculating, dehumanizing. But no one is asking the question, Black women, why don't your sons know how to read? Black women, why don't your sons value college? Because he's your son long before he's your partner or he's your mate. Parents, mothers are responsible for teaching children how to read. Mothers are responsible for teaching your children the value of education. So why isn't anyone asking Black women, why aren't you giving your Black sons the tools they need in order to survive? Now the conversation different, right?
If women are so damn smart, how come they the only mother that's constantly getting conned and lied to get in the situation they like? Y'all claim y'all are smart as men, but y'all the only people who say, oh, he told me to do this and he talked me into this. When a man gets screwed over, they say it's your fault. You should have seen it coming. Should have seen it coming. So why is it we can't say to these women, because let me tell you a stat that should shock all of them.
No accountability as usual.
Did you know there are 2 times as many Black women with children than Black men?
Damn.
What does that tell you?
Now,
it tells you that women are the same man.
Boom. Damn.
So y'all know he ain't shit, and you feel because you in competition with that other ain't shit bitch to have that ain't shit debate. Because you just saw a video on Instagram of Future, who you know got 9-11 kids, talking about how hard it is for him on Valentine's Day with all these bitches, and bitches jump right on the video to be there with him. So don't tell me how great women are. Don't tell me how women care about marriage. Don't tell me how women care about society. Because if they did, the last thing you do is continue to reproduce with somebody you know has shown he is not a father. But you do it because you want to.
Exactly. He was cooking. Hey, they just want to be 304s. Let them be 304s. That's okay. But that don't mean you got to come in later on down the line and try to say these 304s. Let them drown.
Alrighty then. So let's talk, man. So we got where a lot of, we had this clip, and this Kevin Frazier, I think he used to be on TMZ. I think he might have even been on ESPN at one point. So we got this clip where you have Black women, saying that, they're so far superior education-wise and degrees and all this stuff that, Black men need to catch up, and, Black men, basically, this is what they're saying, right? And I'll put some other clips in there. They're basically saying that they're better than you because they have degrees and they have education. That's basically what it's not basically, that's what they're saying. We're better than you guys but then again, if you're better than us, for women who feel that way, then why ain't the top men choosing you of other races? You know what I'm saying? Why ain't the top Brad, top Lee, or Chun Lee or Lee, or the top, these guys really choosing you at that rate? If you're if you're the pick of the litter, you know what I'm saying, and you the elite of the elite, why ain't they choosing y'all? And I put a clip of the brother saying across every demographic, women have more degrees. Degrees don't make you smart. I mean, there's some videos where they went to UCLA and the kids couldn't even read those little sentences. A degree doesn't make you smart, bro. It doesn't mean you know more than somebody else. A lot of their degrees are in basic bullshit that don't make no money. If you're doing so well, come on now. And most of the time when a lot of these women get to where they get to in their careers, it's because of a man. It's because of a man. It's not because of their ability. It's because a man opened the door for them. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, because it's just in general, and not to slight their accomplishments, but when you dig into corporate America, it's not what you know, it's who you know. We all know that. In the business world in America, it's what you know, it's who you know, not what you know. That's just what it is. You make the right connections, you have all the knowledge in the world, all the degrees in the world, but if you don't make the right connections, you know what I'm saying? You won't get nowhere. And I speak on this candidly all the time, that America doesn't exploit its bright, its best. It doesn't exploit its biggest and brightest. They suppress it. They suppress their best candidates. They suppress their best people instead of extracting them and putting them on a pedestal. But all they basically saying is they better than y'all. We're too good for you. We're better than you. We don't respect you. Oh, and this is why, you know, once you continue to make the correlations, they deal with bottom of the barrel guys. This is why they deal with bottom of the barrel guys, because those are the only guys that they can deal with. And therefore, that's why all their cautionary tales are about their relationships are about broke man, abusive man. And what a lot of women don't tell you is they part in that. All these dudes don't come into relationships. 99.6% of men don't come in relationships wanting to raise their voice or be abusive to women. Women like to manipulate. They like to emasculate. They like to be masculine to emasculate you. And then, you know, when they get what they looking for, they like to cry wolf. That's why when you look at statistics or you dig into them, most women initiate domestic violence. They're initiated. You know? So even if you think about basically them equating to being the most educated and having these degrees and being smarter, then why can't they get married? Why can't they get the man that they really want? Why are they single? Why are they alone? You have to do the math. Why are you alone then? If you're so smart, why aren't you smart enough to bag a man? Right? Why aren't you smart enough to change your standard and say, well, I got all this money. Why do my husband need to come take care of me? Even if a guy came in and had all the money, you ran him off with your fake ass alpha female energy. It's not if a man came in and marked off all these women's boxes, they not gonna turn off their masculinity, and then it turns into these talking points where they talk about how like, why would you do that? Like, they had these talking points where they say, well, my boyfriend is jealous of my success. No, they're not jealous of your success. Ain't no man being jealous. Vast majority of men ain't jealous because you got a promotion. A lot of these women get promotions, they get more money, they get educated, they get more degrees, or they get a certification, and they feel like they better than they man. And they get back on. I've talked to women like that left their husband. They don't say it, but if you listen to them, they say it. They left their husband because, oh, I got a degree, or I make more money. I'm a nurse now. I'm better than him. I told him to get it together. He didn't get it together, so I left him, and I took my baby. And I've that exact same story. And they think they better than them, and they get back on the dating market, and they get humbled. And they be trying to get back with their husband. They be trying to get back with them do to spin the block, and they can't do it. They can't do it. Damn, the husband like, nah, you fucked me over. I'm done. If y'all are so smart, why y'all smart enough to understand what Becky understand? Let me get me a husband. Let me get my child a husband. No, you got black women out here talking about being single mothers by choice. Oh, get your eggs froze, or go get some of this little bit of black sperm they got at the sperm donor. Like this dumb stuff. And they got the nerve to speak about this outside of their friends group on a podcast. But they so smart, but but the most negative and bad advice is the advice that they take. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, finding you a husband that can cover you, protect you, provide you emotional support, you know what I'm saying? Love you, So, be there for you. But no, he can't do none of that if he don't make $100 million, $100,000, nothing like that. And y'all can't get those guys. So then y'all get guys that y'all can control and manipulate. It's the wild thing about it, bro. All it is they feel like they better than you. But on the day market, that guy that make 50, 40, 50, 60 G's, you can make let's just say you make 120 G, or you make 6 figures. Let's say all these women that be on the Kendra G show, they all make over 100,000, right? We know the 100,000. Let's just say they make $250,000 a year, right? Right? These very same women. That guy that make 50 G's a year, he got a better chance of being successful in the dating market than you do. He got a better chance to get married than you do. That's just a fact. Y'all wonder why a lot of these brothers hustling the white women, or hustling the other women, going overseas and stuff like that. You're not better than no man. Y'all got all these degrees and don't none of y'all work in y'all specialty. Y'all don't even work in y'all field, most of y'all. And the ones that do, who work and who do that, shout out to y'all. But at the same time, you don't got no man. Becky be having the same degrees, better degrees than y'all, right? And they got the husband. They not arguing about how to split bills. Because guess what? When they get out of college, they usually married, or they get out of high school out their degree, they usually get married. They have their fun too. They don't have a long run for fun, but they have their fun too. And they get out there, and it's not, oh, your money, my money. No, their money going to one pot. And they pay their bills out of one pot. I say this all the time. When you get into a union with somebody, a relationship with somebody, a marriage within somebody, it's not 50-50. It's not 20. No, it's we won. All our money going to one pot, and this is how we gonna allocate the money. But my money is my money, and your money is my money, or your money is your money, and my money. You can't get to know. That's why a lot of these women are not marriage material. That's why. When you come into a marriage, or let's just fuck that. When you come into a relationship and you saying me, my, Johnny Gill ass ninjas, when you going to talk about you, me, and I, you and I. Shout out to Rick James, bitch. But yeah, when y'all just talking in singular form, you ain't relationship material. You know what I'm saying? But they think they better than black men, and the statistics continue to show that they not. We smart enough to know college is a scam. We smart enough to know if we go to college, it's for the gusto, it's for engineering, it's for STEM, it's for something higher. This is why you see it's a shortage of black male teachers and no male social workers. And don't believe it's just this generation of women who getting degrees that they not practicing in their field. You know what I mean? Nah, nigga, nah. But they just feel like they better than you, and that's it. And Patrice O'Neal said it the best. You have to be better than your woman. She has to feel like you better than her for the relationship to work. Think about that for a minute. So think about when him saying that. So think about all the women who are these great women in their own mind. They got the money, the career, right? They think they're great women. Why do you think they go gravitate not so great men? Why do they feel like they got to be greater than a man? They got to hand them an allowance. They got to basically pay for a gigolo. I seen that growing up my whole life too. Dealing with ain't shit ass niggas. Why do you think that is? Because they not adequate enough to live up to the man that's better than them. They can't get the man that live up better than them. That's better than them. So they have to dominate the relationship. And it won't last. It won't last. But hey, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.
Black men sometimes can be intimidated by the success of a career-driven black woman.
So you're saying we're scared?
That's precisely what I'm saying.
Okay, I work in city government.
So do I!
I work in city government. It can't get worse. It can't get worse.
Guys do like variety, you guys. You may be the complete woman, but they still might want something different tomorrow.
And still want to come home.
Right? Serious?